a pastor came, and the pastor told me he wants to do special prayer for me.
Okay.
He opened the curtain in his office and brought a small phone. And he slept with me.
Wow.
The picture of his wife was on the table. 2017. I was not a prophetess.
Okay.
That evening, he was standing on the altar. I was in the chair looking at him. I say, Pastor, make I see how this pastor want to preach today.
He go preach.
He said it's special deliverance prayer.
Okay.
To my utmost surprise, pastor was preaching. Pastor was praying. Pastor was jumping up and jumping down. Pastor was laying hand on the head of people.
Wow.
See, this thing where we they talk, I hope you know it's possible to preach about a sin you are guilty of. Judgment will start in the house of the Lord. He's not begging us, so he's already God by himself, and we are the one that is fighting to come up to his standard. Else we are the one that fire will still burn. See, let judgment start inside the house of God. I watch videos, woman of God, when they catch some keepers and take them to their house, their wife is shouting, is it my husband or somebody else?
She's surprised.
Because even the wife cannot believe that the husband she's living with is a kidnapper that
Cannot believe it.
and take money from people. That's how much people can conceal their evil. Judge yourself before who God judges you.
Hello guys, welcome to the show. I hope everyone is doing just fine. And if this is your first time on this platform, please do a favor by liking this video, sharing it, and also subscribe to the channel. That helps us a lot. And I just want to ask you, after hearing what this prophetess said, what is your take? What was your read of the whole incident that she narrated? Because I, for one, right, when I come across videos like this, a lot of things just run through my mind. A lot. Like, for example, why is she talking about it now? Why? Is it because she's a born again? Or is it because she's a prophetess? Or is she trying to say that some pastors or some male preachers are not who they claim to be? Is that what she's trying to say? Like, what is the reason for her saying all this now? And also, when this was about to take place, I mean, when the man of God, the pastor whom she mentioned, was having this horrible affair or relationship or incident with her, what did she do? I'm guessing 2017, she wasn't a child, right? She could speak. She could stand up for herself. She knew what was right from what was wrong, which means that she could have done the right thing by simply just rejecting the preacher. But she did none of those things, isn't it? When the preacher wanted to have this crazy thing with her, she didn't objected. She didn't run away. She did not scream. At least she didn't say anything about that. Because had it been she did any of those things, she would have told us, right? Now, I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying that in as much as she might want to blame the preacher for doing what he did to her, she also shared part of the responsibility because she went along with it. She went along with it. And this is the thing I have always said, that the court-like situation in the church is something that all of us must pay attention to. In fact, some Christians are not going to church because they want to serve God, or because they love God, or because they respect God, or because they think God is the Alpha and the Omega. No. They are going there because of what they want to benefit, and they are in church because of one particular man of God. Rather than worshiping God, they now worship a man of God. And according to them, the particular man of God whom they like can do no wrong. I cannot begin to mention how often I get comments where people just bash at me for saying something about a person whom they like. I will share my own opinion about something, and rather than others sharing their opinion about what I said, they will go all defensive, they will go all attacking, and they will talk all kinds of things about me or against me. And just in order to defend their man of God. Just that. Just that. You know, I have always said, and I'll keep on saying, if you are going to church, if you are worshiping in a church, do that like someone with brains. Whenever your preacher is saying, be able to filter the things that you digest from him or her. Do not swallow every single thing your preacher tells you. Because most of the times, the things they say to you are to their benefit. Most of the times. Not all, but most of the times. It is to their benefit. You can hear what the prophetess is saying in this video, that judgment will start from the church. And I'm grateful for that. In fact, I'm happy to see prophetess or preachers echoing this sentiment, because things have gotten really out of control. Honestly, things have gotten really out of control. And like I've always said, he who brings home an infested firewood should not start complaining when lizards become his guests. He who brings home an ant-infested firewood should not complain when lizards started visiting him. Preachers who ought to say something have kept quiet. Fathers of the faith who were supposed to be as exemplary figure have stepped aside, or they have even done worse. And so their children have followed in their footsteps, or have just turned everything upside down. That is it. That is just it. So, I hope that if you are a lady going to church or attending any church, please don't let your daddy take advantage of you. If they are doing something that you thought is wrong, speak out. Don't be like this prophetess who went along with something in 2017 and is now saying that this was what happened to me. Don't be like her. Don't be like her.